Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. So, y'all, before I get into this video, I want to say what I normally say at the end of my videos, but just in case you haven't heard the end of my videos, I just want to thank you all for your views and thank you all for watching my videos. And I hope that you are enjoying my content. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Thank you guys again for watching. So, anywho, y'all, let's get into this video. Nicki Minaj. Y'all, I don't understand. With her success, she seems, she almost seems miserable. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why she finds an issue with everybody, it seems like. She finds an issue with everybody and start some sort of beef or have something going on. So this time, y'all, her beef is with her own sister, with her little sister. And y'all, I just don't, Barb's, y'all have to be exhausted by now with years of trying to defend this woman. Y'all have to be exhausted. At some point, y'all have to admit to yourselves that something is not right with her. Something is definitely off about her. And for her to be, you going off and you got this going on with your little sister who looks up to you from what, from what I can tell, from what I see. Oh, but your brother who violated his 12-year-old stepdaughter, which is why he is where he is right now doing all that time, but yet you support him. And then your husband, he has some stuff on his name that's not right. And you support him, but your little sister who looks up to you because she seems to have this beef going on with her little sister because she said that her little sister is talking about her in interviews. And y'all, let me stop saying her little. It is her little sister, but the girl has a name, and her name is Ming Lee. And Nikki is saying Ming is talking shouldn't be talking about her in interviews, but how can she not talk about her in interviews when the people interviewing her are asking her? The only reason why they're interviewing her is because she's Nicki Minaj's sister. You know what I'm saying? That's why they're interviewing her. So of course they're gonna get on there and they're gonna ask her questions about Nicki. But the questions that they're asking her about her and the answers that she's giving them, I didn't think was I don't I'm still not seeing how Nicki is finding that an issue. It's not like the girl is sitting there telling all of Nicki's business and talking about her. She's not doing any of that. They're asking her things like what type of relationship does she have with her sister, and things like would she open up a concert for, would she ever open up a concert for her sister, and things of that sort. I didn't feel like they were asking her questions that were digging into Nikki's personal life, like it seems like what Nikki is thinking. But y'all, I'm gonna play this. I'm sure y'all probably heard it by now, y'all. But I'm gonna play. Let me play this video. And why she sound like she sound, y'all? Y'all keep on saying that this girl not on any type of substances, and it ain't weed. It ain't that. But she sounded like she on. I've heard people allege the powdery white stuff with her. And people just talk. I never just believe anything because people just talk and people start rumors just off the fact that they don't like people. But the more I hear her, like I made a video, y'all, back a few months ago actually, where she was going off on that rant about Megan Thee Stallion. This when they before their little, or when the beef with them started. And I didn't even care really what she had to say My whole point of making that video was because she sounded like a pipehead. And a pipehead, y'all, where I'm from, we grew up, we call them pipeheads. They might be crackheads, bass heads, or whatever type of heads in wherever you grew up at. But in my area, they're called pipe heads. But yeah, it's all the same thing. Somebody who smoked crack. But yeah, y'all, that's what she was sounding like to me. So y'all, that's why I made that video. Now here she is again, want to be ranting about something, and everybody's looking like, why is she doing this? Why is she doing this? Why is she ranting about what this girl is talking about like she's telling your personal business and she's not? It's just crazy, y'all. But anywho, y'all, let me go ahead and play y'all this video of Nicki's rant, and then I'll come back with what the rest that I have to say.
Why would a person speak on a person they love? Why would a person speak openly about a private person? Why would a person do that? Who would you who would you speak about in your interviews if someone wanted to interview you? Yourself, right? It's always a bad sign if if a person who's not even in your line of work is doing interviews. I think y'all think talent like you could catch it like a cold, or or maybe people could pass it through the genes. Even with blood relation, what God has given to me is mine. You have to go and get your own. You have to discover whatever it is that you're great at. Being a mooch and a clown don't run in my DNA.
So y'all hear her? Like y'all hear her? Like I need y'all barbs. I need y'all hardcore barbs to let us know how y'all feeling about this woman now. Like how y'all think about this woman now. Y'all still riding hard for her and defending her like the way that y'all be doing? Is she doing stuff like this? Nobody wronged her. Her sister did not wrong her. She didn't wrong her. I didn't hear anything in the interview that the sister gave that would have made Nicki respond the way that she did. You know what I'm saying? It's sad. It's sad because just like I said, with as successful as she is and as popular as she is, it's almost like every time this girl opened up her mouth, she's tarnishing her legacy more and more. Like hardcore Nicki fans been saying stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been seeing on social media and in the blogs, I've been seeing on social media with the thing that's going on with the sister, how people just, people are sick of her at this point. People are really sick of Nicki Minaj at this point. Barbs or no barbs. People are sick of her at this point because it seems like she always has an issue with something. It seems like whenever you hear Nicki Minaj, like whenever she speaks, she's speaking because she has an issue with something and she wants to rant about it. So that's just kind of, like for real, like what's going on with her? To be honest, like that's a real question, y'all. That's a real question. Like I'm not even being funny or anything when I say that. Like what seriously is going on with her? Like seriously, like is she having a mental breakdown? Is she going through something? Is her marriage in trouble? Or because let's admit it, y'all, she married a clown. She married a clown. Don't forget, he was the same one who was him and his goons standing outside of a hotel somewhere in New York. I think Offset was there. And they standing outside of a hotel on live threatening Offset. Talking about they outside of the hotel where he was at and all of that. That's such clown behavior. That's such clown behavior. And then she always talking about, y'all, look what this thing says right here. She called her sister a mooch and a clown. And y'all heard it. Y'all heard her say that. She called her sister a mooch and a clown. And then she said that a clown doesn't run in her DNA. Girl, a clown doesn't run in her D. She's a clown. She's a clown. That's why she attracts clowns. Safari, clown. Meek Mill, clown. Kenneth, her husband, clown. So it takes a clown to attract clowns, and I don't care what anybody have to say. I don't care what y'all. I don't care about any of y'all barbs and all of that. Just like y'all said, if y'all still defending this woman, and she does, she does the thing. If you want to be a fan of her music, then fine. That's all out fine. I'm a fan of a lot of people's work, but I'm not a fan of the person. And I don't know if that would make sense to any of y'all, but you can be a fan of somebody's work and not be a fan of that person. I get it's quite a few people like that. It's quite a few people who I feel like that about. And I'm not gonna name anybody, but it's there are quite a few artists and actors and actresses and all of that that I feel that way about, but I don't like them. I don't like them, but I love their work. If you in a movie or something like that, oh, I'ma definitely see it because you know what I'm saying. But you as a person, I don't like you, and I think people kind of feel like that about Nicki Minaj, but they don't know how to separate the two. They feel like if they are a fan of her music, they have to be a fan of her and all of her antics. Because come on now, a whole lot of this stuff that Nicki Minaj been doing and saying throughout the years, for y'all to, you so much of a hardcore fan, you so much of a barb that you're agreeing with this when probably deep in the back of your mind you already know you thinking to yourself that this don't sound right. But then again, I don't know, some of these people out here, I don't know, a lot of people walk around like they're brainless or like they don't want to use what they have, or they don't want to put forth the effort to use what they have, so they just walk around like they're brainless, like they don't know anything. And it probably really is a whole lot of them out there like that, but a whole lot of them out there that act like that, they're acting and they're not really like that. So y'all need to start using y'all brains and stop being a follower. Because I said one time before, and I was saying this about probably like maybe like 10 years ago, but Barb's were going so hard for this. I forgot what was going on at the time or who she was beefing with or whatever at the time. But the way that some of these people were riding for her and the things that they were doing on the count of her, it was just like extremely weird to me. Like overly obsessed for a person who doesn't even know you exist. For a person who probably wouldn't even spit on you if you were standing in front of her and on fire. You know what I'm saying, y'all? And y'all doing so much, y'all riding so hard for this lady. And I'm looking like I hope that these people are under 20 years old. But no, they not under 20 years old. They probably around Nikki. How old is she? 41, 42, or whatever. And you probably still have people, you have people that's her age that's still out there typing this little silly stuff like you were doing 10 and 15 years ago, and you out here 40, 41, 42, and all of that, or maybe older. Even if you in your 30s doing that, that's not a good look. It's not a good look at all. And you just, at that point, you're overly obsessed with, just like I said, somebody who doesn't even, is not even aware of your existence. You just a fan to them. You just a fan. And they probably they wave in your face and smile in your face and do all of that. And as soon as they go somewhere in private and close them doors, y'all get on all their nerves. And they talking about it. But it's part of the job for them to come out and wave to y'all and do all of that. But y'all ride for them like you ride for them like that's your family or somebody. It's just crazy, y'all. So before I get into it, much further in this, y'all, because I just be having so much that I be needing to, I just don't rock with her at all. But let me play y'all a couple of these videos. I found a video her sister did on live back in March. And the way that she was speaking, like I said, this girl, I didn't hear any ill will coming out of her mouth about Nicki Minaj. I did not hear anything ill coming out of her mouth about her sister. So, like I said, y'all, now that was back in March, and I'm gonna also post the most recent video that Ming Lee did that Nicki felt like she wanted to rant about. So it's just all crazy, y'all. So let me play this video real quick because it's just kind of sad. I mean, I don't know how I would feel if I had a big sister who I reached out to and looked up to and all of that, and she just kind of treat me like my name Cardi B or Meg The Stallion. That's kind of like how she doing her sister. So, anywho, y'all, look at this video right here, and y'all tell me if y'all think this girl saying anything wrong about her sister.
I'm not obligated to tell any of y'all what me and my sister personal issues are.
Do you think the Breakfast Club thing's gonna happen, or are you
No,
saving that?
no.
No.
Due to
Okay.
the fact that I made phone calls and hearing things, I don't like drama. I don't like when people try to in
No.
situations. So I prefer to stay out of the drama, stay out of the business, and just do my own shit and just keep pushing. Sister prefers me not to respond to people knowing that they don't know anything. So people like to always push my buttons to the point so I get disrespectful from time to time. I don't speak on a certain situation. There's a reason why I don't speak on a certain situation. I'm not obligated to tell any of y'all what me and my sister personal issues are. And even if we had issues, it would not be none of y'all business because that's what sisters go through. We sisters at the end of the day, whatever we go through, whatever you go through, we still gonna go through it together. That's my ride, regardless. I do love my sister. If anyone's asking, I do got love her, and we don't follow each other because we're too busy doing our own things and stuff like that. And it's better for me to just have my own part in my music without her having to be steps through every single time. So I do love my sister. She's always been an inspiration to me ever since I was young. Always been. I always looked up to her. I always got respect for her. Always got love for her. But people gotta understand that y'all not her family. Y'all just her fans. I'm related to her. I'm her blood sister.
So, y'all see what I'm saying? Did y'all see anything wrong or did y'all hear anything wrong in what this girl was saying? Because maybe I might be wrong. Maybe I didn't see anything or I didn't hear anything. But y'all, there really it's nothing there. It's nothing there other than someone who's talking about how she looks up to her sister. So, yeah, just like I said, I didn't see anything wrong that this girl or hear anything wrong that this girl said about this lady. So anyway, y'all, now this video right here, this is the one, well, the audio actually, this is the one that Ming Lee actually just did. And they were asking her questions about Nicki Minaj, and I felt like she was giving answers she didn't. Y'all, again, I don't see anything or hear anything that this girl said wrong about this woman. Anything at all. I mean, people, the interview, they're gonna ask her, knowing that she's Nicki Minaj's sister, it's Nicki Minaj is gonna come up. Is she just supposed to stay mute and say I'm not going to answer that question because it's about my sister when really it's not about her sister. It's really not about Nicki Minaj. When they're asking you questions about what type of relationship do you have with your sister, that's not about Nicki Minaj. As far as I can see, that's not about Nicki Minaj. That's about her sister. They're asking her what type of relationship does she have with her sister. So they're asking her that. So her answer is speaking about herself. She's speaking about herself. She's speaking about the type of relationship she has with her sister, like they asked her. You see what I'm saying, y'all? But let me play this video real quick, y'all, and then and then y'all can hear that, and then I'll come back with whatever else I might have to say after that.
But what was life like for Ming growing up?
It was kind of hard. And I used to be bullied a lot for it because people used to say, like, oh, if this person was your sister, why did she do this for you? Why did she do that for you? And it's like, at a young age, it's like, you don't know how to answer questions like those. I never needed her to help me get to my goal. I just needed her to see that I can do it and she can be proud of me without having to think that I needed to have an easy way to get to the top.
So what's your current relationship with Nicki?
We was never close. She was like always like busy. She be busy and stuff like that. I be doing my too. Like, even though people do think that like we are not cool, we're gonna argue. I'm not gonna lie. Me, like, my sister do be getting mad at me. But this is nothing new. Like, siblings gonna fight. She was a good sister. Like, she did check up on me, my dad, from time to time. Like, she always made sure that we was, like, you know, at least good situated in a way. Like, it doesn't matter if she was distant or not. She was still, like, you know, being there. She was still making sure that we was all good. Like, I don't have no hate towards her. And if people think that I do, that's y'all problem, not mine.
Do you think that like Nicki may be trying to protect you from like the bad side of the music industry?
My sister always wanted to like let me know that people are really dirty in the music industry.
Right.
It's always family at the end of the day. No matter how much we argue, fight, it got nothing to do with anyone else but us. We still gonna be family at the end of the day.
So now, since y'all have heard that, in y'all opinion, do y'all think that warranted Nicki to rant, to make a big spectacle about nothing really? I mean, that's just how I feel about it. Just to make a spectacle about nothing. She just wanted to rant about something, and I guess she haven't had anything or anybody to rant about in a minute. So she want to rant about her sister. Y'all, like I'm saying, y'all, I just can't. I just cannot with Nicki. So after all of that, y'all, this article right here says that Ming, she responded after Nicki came with her rant. She responded, and I'm not gonna read this article, y'all, because it's just really much going over, um, just kind of quoting Nicki's rant and all of that, and we just heard the video for that. So I'm not gonna read the article, but yeah, so Ming Lee just came back and she said, and then what she said was just, like a general response, and then she left it at that. And what she said was that I still love her. I tried as a sister to please her, but I realized I gotta please God first, because only He can judge the gift He gave me. So, and I'm glad that she left it at that. That was a grown woman. That was more of a grown woman response than her grown ass sister. You know what I'm saying? She more of a grown woman. I just can't with Nicki Minaj. I just cannot with her. And one of the reasons why I was never a Nicki Minaj fan was because I saw all of this years ago. But you couldn't say anything about her. You couldn't say anything wrong about Nicki because you got somebody that's ready to jump down your throat and fight you and do all of that. Just like I said, over somebody that's not even aware of their existence. But you want to fight me because I said this about this person. So it's just all crazy, y'all. Just like I said, she ride for her brother, and the one who's locked up for violating a 12-year-old stepdaughter, and for her husband. And I just cannot with Nicki Minaj. There's not anything at all that anybody can tell me about this woman to make me feel differently about her, because I can't. I can't. I never could with her. And then it just seems like here it is years later, and whenever you open up your mouth, you're ranting about something or somebody. And like I said, y'all, I think at this point, people are sick of her. People are sick of her. Even hardcore fans of her are sick of her. They're sick of Nicki Minaj, and they're sick of her antics. And I think that if they weren't sick of her before, or if they were kind of riding the fence on whether they were sick of her or not, I think that this rant that she just did about her sister, I think that this kind of got them on that other side of the fence where they like, you know what, you doing too much. How can you continue to defend her behavior? All of these years later, it's no excuse, and she's still doing what she's doing, and y'all still defending her. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, I mean, I don't know. Y'all can feel whatever way y'all want to feel or whatever, but it's just, it is what it is. And like I said, a lot of people are starting to feel that way about Nicki Minaj. Like I said, hardcore Nicki Minaj fans are starting to feel that way about her because she's doing too much. And those are the Barbs who's not afraid to admit when she's wrong and when she's doing too much. But then you have the Barbs that see absolutely no wrong in what she can go unalive somebody and y'all ain't gonna see no wrong in it. And y'all are the ones who are y'all delusional. Y'all delusional because this woman she's not right. She's not right at all. And just like I said, it's almost like it's misery. Just like people think because people are rich and their financial status that they're automatically happy. No, they're not. They're not. Their happiness and whatever else might not be the same as ours because our happiness, and a lot of us, we're out here worrying about paying bills and things of that sort when they're not. That's not their worry because they have the money. So their worry and their sadness and their depression or whatever is not coming from not being able to pay the bills, but it's coming from something else. And she just seems she can't be happy. I just can't see where this woman, she doesn't sound happy, and she overall just doesn't seem like she. I mean, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I try. I don't know, y'all fans of her or whoever. What are y'all saying? Because she just doesn't seem happy to me. She just had her tour and all of that, and I see that her tour did really well. So why is she still not glowing and floating around over that? Why are you finding something in somebody to beef with and rant about and do all of that? Why your happiness from the success of your tour? Why are you still not bubbly off of that? That's she got something going on, and she's just overall she just doesn't seem like a happy person. I know I've seen people on social media calling her a mean girl, and that's exactly what she is. That's exactly what she is. That's exactly who she is. She's a mean girl because she finds something about somebody to want to say something about or want to beef about, and a lot of people notice that. A lot of female rappers notice that. A lot of non-rappers, a lot of people notice this about Nicki Minaj. And it is what it is with her. Just like I said, I saw that. I've been saw that. I've been saw that years ago, and that's why I was never a fan of her. And some of y'all just rode so hard for her, you wasn't seeing it. And some of y'all seeing it right now because she's doing too much. In a minute, she gonna be looking like Drake because you see how his reign. Kendrick shut that down, and I don't care whoever wants to admit it or not. Drake kind of going through something right now because he's used to being that king sitting on that throne and having everybody frolicking at his feet. And now since he didn't went through the beef with Kendrick and all of that, and Kendrick shut him down, he's not that same Drake that's sitting up on the throne and have people frolicking at his feet anymore. We're seeing, what's going on with Drake right now. So don't think just because you sat on that throne or because you're sitting on that throne that things can't change, because things can change. You piss the internet off and that's that on, you know what I'm saying? Things can change for you. Didn't look at Lizzo. We ain't seen her in a minute. The internet changed that. We have not seen Lizzo in a minute. Every time Lizzo try to come back, they remind her that they don't want to see her right now. They don't want to see her yet. And then Lizzo fade off again, and then we don't hear from her for a minute. So that's what's going to end up happening to Nicki Minaj. You can't think that you're going to sit on that throne and you're gonna stay there, because it's not gonna happen like that. And I kind of think, I don't care any, you can deny it or not. I kind of think that that's what's going on with Nicki Minaj as well, just like I just said with Drake. I think that's going on with her because I think that people are sick of her. I literally think that people are sick of her. Now, I don't know. I've noticed within the past few years, I don't see her anywhere. Like I don't see Nicki Minaj anywhere. I don't know if people aren't inviting her or if she just don't mess with people and she's not going to, she's just not cool with people. Because you see these celebrities and you see them having their little parties or whatever they have going on, and all of their celebrity friends and all of their rich friends and all of, they're at the party and all of that. And you usually kind of see the same faces a whole lot in a whole lot of these parties. But I haven't seen Nicki Minaj anywhere. So I don't know. Is it that people are celebrity friends and rich people, are they not messing with her? So they don't invite her to things? Or is it that she doesn't mess with anybody, so she's not gonna come anyway? Because I've noticed that about her. I don't see Nicki Minaj out. I see her with her son and with her husband, which is all good. I'm not saying that anything is wrong with that. Her wanting to be with her family and spend time with her family. Nothing at all wrong with that. I'm just saying that I noticed that I don't see her any. I don't see her at any functions. I really don't see too much of her anywhere. So like I said, it just got me wondering: do people even invite her? Like, do they even invite her? Do they even mess with her for real? For real? And I'm kind of feeling like it's, that's kind of not the case. That's kind of what I'm feeling like. That's not the case. People not messing with Nicki Minaj too tight like they were at one point. And I kind of feel like if she has something going on right now, then that may be bothering her. I don't know, y'all. I'm not a Nicki Minaj fan, never was, just like I've said a couple of times throughout this video. So I don't know what her thoughts are and whatever her reasons are for not being places and not doing what she's doing. I'm just making my own observation of what I've noticed throughout the years, and that's what I've noticed. I don't see her out. I really don't see her out like that. So, but anyway, y'all, that's all I needed to say on that, because I knew that I needed to put I wanted to put my 2 cents in that, because Nicki Minaj does too much. She does too much. But when I saw this, with what she going about with the sister, and then when I went back and listened to the interview that the sister did, trying to see where she said something wrong about her, and I didn't hear her saying anything wrong about her at all, but you doing all this, going on a rant, then gonna call a girl a mooch and a clown? Gonna call the girl a mooch and a clown when the girl specifically says she don't want anything from you? She don't want anything from you. But just like I said, y'all, she had to find something or somebody to rant about. And I guess she didn't have anybody, and her sister was, fair game. She was the target. So she went at her. But, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. She just tarnishing her legacy, like I said. So, I mean, let her do what she do. But anywho, y'all, again, just like I said at the beginning of the video, if y'all made it to the end of this video, thank you for that. But as usual, thank you guys for watching my video. I'm out.